Already on my YouTube channel, piece of shit. I call you the Jeffrey Epstein of the fucking East End. You're already...
You're in your fucking dog. You know that, right?
I would kill you. I would fucking kill you, you piece of shit.
I would kick you across this.
Do you remember this piece of shit? Kid killer, wannabe. Kid killer. No, I'm putting you on my YouTube, you piece of shit. I already did that. Thank you for all the threats. Like I tell you, these Canadians are like little Jeffrey Epstein monsters. They are. Who kills kids? Canadians, the Jeffrey Epstein monsters, and that piece of shit tried to talk to me again. You know, if I wanted to talk to that piece of shit, she actually came out and started talking to me. I'm like, I fucking hate you. I still fucking hate you. You're a piece of shit wannabe Jeffrey Epstein kid killer. You voted to kill kids. And you can't even say sorry. Because that's how Canadians are. That really is. I'm so sick. Woke up this morning vomiting for hours and hours. And the first thing I gotta see is a piece of shit Canadian. Most of these Canadians aren't intelligent enough, morally, to know you don't fucking kill kids. Oh yeah, am I ever pissed that you scumbag little pieces of depraved shit would actually vote to kill kids. Yeah, you poop, Daisy. So I've been really sick vomiting today, and I didn't want to come outside. I hate coming outside. I literally have despised the average Canadian. 1 in 3 Canadians and 1 in 4 Canadians want to kill poor people. Can you imagine killing poor people? They voted for it. They're fucking monsters. And I gotta walk by these depraved monsters. They piss me off. They really do. There's not a day I wake up now and think the fucking monsters are the first in the world to want to kill kids, and the parents don't get a decision in it. But I know that a lot of you monsters shouldn't be on my channel if you think it's okay to kill depressed kids, you fucking wackos. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. I'm looking for Canadians that are opposed to killing kids in March 2027. What is your stance on it?
Yeah, I don't want to kill kids, no.
Okay, you know what? I got threatened to be killed. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
You know why? Because I don't want to kill kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that depraved?
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I love you. You're a great human. She has pink fucking hair. She's a liberal. She doesn't want to kill kids. Like the little short troll. You know, that made me feel better that I found one person that can say, I don't want to kill kids. One person. The fireman? They're fucking depraved, fighting to kill kids too. But then I thought, they've always been cowards. They come down here, they see the druggies go nuts, and they're always cowards. They never stand up for us. But they sure, I'm gonna name the fire department the Jeffrey Epstein Fire Department for standing up to kill kids. You know, I wake up and I hate being in Canada. It's a new level. I thought they dropped the kid killing. These are just a country full of Jeffrey Epstein wannabes. Oh yeah, and when you're a body person and you're sharing your body parts, they butcher you with a heartbeat. You know that, right? You're gonna be butchering kids with a heartbeat for Carney's meals and the Jeffrey Epstein, probably firefighters' meals. Yeah, that's a tough one. Our fire department is so bad. They're called the Jeffrey Epstein fire department.
Was a regular visitor at Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch, according to multiple survivors, who allege the globalist billionaire was not only cloning children, but performing bizarre medical experiments, including dental work, in which teeth were extracted in the most painful ways for the most depraved reasons imaginable. Gates thought money could bury truth by the media and corrupt government officials. He thought he could bury the stench of evil under foundations and philanthropy. But the cover-up is falling apart in real time. Now Epstein survivors are speaking out about the sadistic role played by Gates, revealing cloning and science experiments that cross from science fiction into outright horror. And when the world finally hears this truth, it won't just crack the facade, it will rip the veil clean off, unleashing a reckoning that shatters the illusion of who has really been pulling the strings in this world. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and here's we've been sounding the alarm, warning about paedophilia, cannibalism, and ritualistic horrors running rampant among the powerful. And what did we get in return? Labelled as conspiracy nuts, fake news peddlers, all for daring to expose what the victims are saying and our research kept uncovering. But now the evidence is out in the open. Millions of pages, unredacted references, repeated mentions of terms long flagged as coded language for the unthinkable. Pizza, hot dogs, cream cheese, jerky. Phrases that once sounded absurd until they appeared hundreds, even thousands of times in Epstein's own communications. Now, a search term is opening a rabbit hole so grisly, so soul-destroying, that even the most hardened investigators should proceed with caution. We're talking about teeth, children's teeth. According to multiple Epstein survivors, Epstein and key associates were obsessed with dentistry. Dentist chairs are found in multiple Epstein properties. Occult symbolism and death masks were found on the walls. And most chilling of all is the explanation offered by Epstein survivors who witnessed the full horrors of the child trafficking branch of the operation. Children's teeth were removed so they couldn't bite their abusers while being tortured and abused.
Is this why Jeffrey Epstein paid for his girlfriend Karina to get into Columbia Dental School after she was rejected by donating hundreds of thousands of dollars through his connections? And why there are dental chair and dentist rooms throughout his properties? Or is it possible that teeth is another code word for something else like pizza and jerky? Because when you search teeth in the Epstein files, you get 1,818 results. And a trove of weird messages like, reminder you want to discuss Faith, Gnome, Deepak, Woody, teeth cleaning, Zagat, Eric Roth. Teeth cleaning, haircut, blood test. Okay to tell redacted about her teeth cleaning and whitening. 2 p.m. make sure teeth cleaner is on time. So why the obsession with teeth? And is it possible that Jeffrey Epstein's walking around out there with a new set? And why hasn't somebody questioned his girlfriend Karina about all of this?
Before we expose the horrific role played by Bill Gates in this nightmare, it's worth examining the role played by the last person to see Epstein in his Manhattan cell before he was exfiltrated by Israel. His girlfriend, Kanya Shuliak, who appears to have disappeared off the face of the earth.
That right there, that's Karina Shuliak. That's right, the same Karina Shuliak that was seen with Jeffrey Epstein just 2 days before he offed himself, allegedly. You know, the same Karina who he left $100 million to. His dentistry school he paid for. He even got her own dentist chair in his house. Here is Karina again at her Columbia postdoctoral gala. Confirmed she was attending Columbia University College of Dental Medicine. She always seems to be hiding in the back of each photo. See, there she is again. I can't help but wonder if she just doesn't want to be seen. Because after all, Karina, you were the last person to see Jeffrey Epstein. He also handed to you a majority of his fortune. Claimed in his will that he had planned on marrying you and was going to buy you a 33-carat ring. Something tells me you were actually the bond keeper holding the whole plan together. Because I think we all know that Jeffrey Epstein didn't really kill himself, did he? So while you were trying to blend right in, you were really playing the part as secret keeper.
The crimes against children now pouring out of these Epstein files are so extreme, so unimaginable, that anybody implicated in these crimes must be dragged to justice. Think about the reports tied to Zorro Ranch. Fresh allegations of children transported in buses, hundreds of them, screaming as they're taken to remote locations. We're also talking about corpses of underage girls buried in the hills surrounding the ranch, strangled by a VIP abuser. The description of a redacted image in the Epstein files gives you an idea of the level of depravity we're dealing with here. The file states, media stories have stated that Epstein and Maxwell's victims were mostly teenagers, but there's also evidence that they also abused younger girls. Jean-Luc Brunel reportedly provided Epstein a birthday gift of 12-year-old triplets. Brace yourselves. This part is beyond disturbing. Epstein victims have reported in sworn statements buried in these files of seeing girls as young as 2 years old, caught up in this nightmare network. And then there's this one entry in the files. A completely redacted image, nothing visible except black boxes covering the entire thing. But right there in the document, text describing exactly what's in that image. Graphic, sadistic, inhuman acts against a child. Stuff so depraved, I won't read it aloud. You can pause the video if you're doing your own research. Despite piles of proof, images, videos, survivor accounts, the Department of Justice still refuses to prosecute the enablers, clients, or co-conspirators.